All right. So we're gonna do a little live stream. You might have seen Las Vegas is basically shut down now. No non-essential businesses, no casinos. It's a ghost town. It's pretty cool, actually. I kind of want to go down and film it, but I also kind of don't want to get sick because I got a little bit of asthma, and you know that might be a little bit of a risk. So we're gonna do a little live stream for everybody that's stuck inside. So what I've got planned is I've got some Steve Neff videos on the TV here. I'll go ahead and push play as soon as I'm done talking. Got a grain train around the layout, which I'll get started in just a second. And if you guys want to see anything specific, please comment and I will do my best to do that. I'm also going to be trying to do some of the commenting on my iPad. I don't know how that will work between two devices, but we'll figure it out. So let me put down the camera somewhere nice. How about over here for the first shot? Oh, say hello to Rosalie. She's going to be joining us. Good evening, Rosalie. Bear with me. So I'm gonna leave that there for now. If I can get it to focus. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and push play on the videos. So that what you're hearing is the videos. The train on the layout right now is not sound. If you guys want to see that later, I definitely will put one up for you. But right now I'm gonna put on the videos and get the train started.
And turn left onto the line into Corsi Yard. We're at Latonia Junction, where the line to Louisville begins. Another line serves as a connector to the ex-C&O in Covington. This is another hot area for rail fans. And for rail fan security patrol. Here's one of the friendly patrolmen arriving now. But he's on the wrong side of the track, and he won't be bothering us today.
Okay, I think I got it on both devices here, so I can start chatting with you here. So I don't live in downtown Las Vegas. I live on the north side, which is about 15 miles from the Strip. But they just announced everything is shut down, including casinos, basically anything that doesn't sell food or provide healthcare services. So here we are.
Following surface streets through Corsi.
Train's coming.
Street lighting, but very accessible for photos. This is just south of Latonia Junction. At one point, a handy footbridge allows the photographer to add some variety to his shots from an elevated perch. Now hiding in the weeds at the old Hens fashion. You're the double diamonds here.
I was just there actually. I had a job interview in Glendora yesterday, and it was a ghost town there too. Driving on the 210, the girls that I was interviewing with was telling me it would normally be like an hour and a half, 2-hour drive, and I got there in 20 minutes. So, same thing there. I really need to get back to California and railfan some more. I've actually never even done Cajon other than around the 15 area. I've never actually taken the back roads or anything to check it out. I really, really need to get out there and do that.
The number 477 heads north to Springfield, Ohio. On another day, we watched the number 476 assemble a train at the Waverly Yard. A loaded chassis coal train heads north through the signal bridge at Greg's.
What was wrong with the F-59s? Or were those the ones that got sold?
At Greg's, the number 477 is pushing its train onto the main. Once on the main, the switch is set to normal, and the loaded train heads north.
To Metra in Chicago, right?
The Grand Trunk engineer acknowledges the presence of the CSX Yardmaster.
I always thought those were cool looking. The fantasy scheme happened it and CN, and I wanted to do one in the modern DT&I scheme. I thought that would look cool.
Our camera location is near the DT&I NW junction. In the distance, we observe a southbound chassis freight with a string of DT&I high-cube boxcars spliced into the train. The number
Okay, we're gonna move the camera now.
Into the junction and comes to a halt.
I'm gonna redo this area just a little bit. I want to do one of the color position light signals that they had on the arch post. So I want to do that right there where that searchlight signal is, and then I'll adjust the arches backward accordingly.
A southbound empty coal train flashes by while the Grand Trunk conductor gets on the phone to talk to the NW dispatcher.
And also where all the auto parts, cars, and stuff are back there. I'm gonna have a photo backdrop of hopefully the Flat Rock Ford shop, but some kind of auto plant photo backdrop right there to really complement that whole scene. You do N scale. I have mixed feelings. I know you guys saw that I did the N scale layout before. It's tiny and I can't see that small, unfortunately. But I'm satisfied with the size of this layout and the detail that I can put into it. Thank you. I will move the camera periodically, so if you're bored, check it out. I'll be here for a while.
DT&I number 200, which incidentally was the first GP38 produced by EMD. It, along with its sisters, number 201 through number
So have you ridden the Surfliner much? That's one thing I would like to do, is just go down there and take it from some point to some point. Any recommendations?
Canceled its order for these locomotives, and they were then painted into DT&I colors and markings, but served on the Ann Arbor Railroad.
Ah, yeah, and then I could go to La Mesa too.
The second unit in this lashup is a former Rock Island. The third unit is former DT&I number 407. The fourth unit is a Helm Leasing, former Conrail. And the last unit is former DT&I number 224. Still
Good
wearing its
evening,
original
Twin
paint scheme.
Cities and Western. Any specific place you guys want me to move the camera next?
Notice the nose-mounted bell on engine number 6224. From a hill overlooking the town of Waverly, we see number 476 working the yard.
Let's see if I can do.
A quick glance to the north reveals the abandoned DT&I right-of-way.
Obviously, I don't have fascia or anything up yet, or backdrops or anything, but coming along.
In the early 1980s. Waverly was founded in 1829 and was first called Uniontown and was renamed Waverly a year later. The construction of the Ohio and Erie Canal here in the mid-1800s made Waverly an important commerce center for several years. But like many other Ohio cities that relied on the canals for trade, Waverly began losing importance. And
Which
its
route would
state
you say is the most
transportation
scenic?
system became more dependent on the railroads and highways. Back at Greg's Hill, number 477 is pushing its train to the Chessie interchange at Greg's.
I'm gonna change the lighting a little bit here too. A little more easier than that.
chassis precedes the approach of GT train number 476, arriving from the north.
Is there anything like old, like SP or Santa Fe that's still there that they haven't taken out or demolished that's worth checking out?
After a pause,
I said it at the beginning too, but if you guys want to see a specific train or anything like that, I'm definitely willing to park the grain train and put up something else. So just let me know.
With a friendly toot to a southbound N&W train with a southern unit on the point, acknowledges the crew on the caboose of the Grand Trunk train. While we're waiting for the NS train to clear the junction, observe how long this Grand Trunk train is. The empty coal car portion is in the foreground while the auto racks are viewed in the upper portion of your screen.
There we go.
A northbound chassis local adds to the action.
Did they get the new Charger locomotives to replace them? Evening,
Likewise,
please.
a
Thank you.
northbound N&W coal track with two southern units heads towards Columbus. Finally, after the N&W...
Oh, there's ones with like the 4 windshields or the 3 windshields or whatever.
...onto the N&W track for its final shot to Waverly Yard.
This tripod isn't the most flexible, but I'm going to try to get some more detailed shots. Give me just a second to figure out here.
Notice the last unit
That
on
should
this
work pretty
train.
good.
It is numbered 410. And a following run-by in this area, you will see that number board on this locomotive has changed to number 6410, thus bringing it into the Grand Trunk roster.
Let me know if you guys can hear me okay too when I'm replaying, because the camera's over there and I'm actually reading you on the iPad here, so. Not yet. I have the kits to do it, but I don't have the IR sensors. That I wasn't able to salvage those from the last layout, but as soon as I'm able to get those IR sensors, I will definitely get those activated again.
After this video was taken, the Grand Trunk had problems with derailments of their auto rack cars. So instead of backing the train to Waverly, the power ran around its train at Gregg's Yard and pulled caboose first to Waverly. An approaching northbound N&W train slows to allow the number 476 to clear the main at Waverly.
I couldn't salvage those either, actually. Those were
Again,
more fragile than I thought they would be, so they got pretty broken up when I tried to dismantle them. But I'm aiming for something a little less modern on the crossings on these so that I can do both like late 70s, early 80s, and also current day. So you'll still see some of these old crossings around. I do intend to add separate gates like they would have, so you'll see me doing that too, and I intend to hopefully record some videos around that as well. Yeah, let me turn back up the lights and I'll show you how I have offs in mind here.
We've assumed our camera position back at Greggs Hill and watched the reassembled number 477 shove south before heading north to Springfield.
Okay, so we got our lights. Here is the entrance to the room. You can see there's a track that goes out there and a track that goes out there. That will be the next phase of the layout, and that will be how operations are staged. I have maybe 1 or 2 industries that I want to put out there, and also a roundhouse to store all the power. That's my husband's game room out there, so it'll be a cool place to kind of display everything. So whenever we run trains, we will either run them in here and run basically south, because there would be Ironton, and then you would end up back here at Detroit, for lack of a better description. And you can switch the Chillicothe interchange here on the way. You've got the Ohio division here that you can pick traffic up off of. Here is the propane station that you can pick up traffic. The main, or I should say one of the main operations, is the grain mill here, which you can run empties in and back out of. So that will be a point-to-point operation from the whole layout, which is actually what I got going on right now. So basically, if I were to bring this as an empty train in here, I would pull it into this siding, detach the power, and put it in that far track there by my water cup, and then have the GP7 here spot the train for loading. And then coming further around, you've got the lumber mill that you can switch out, and then back out the other side. So you can either run it continuously like I'm doing now, or once the other parts are done, we'll be able to do point to point. I'm still trying to figure out how to get this shot the best, but it looks really cool when you can get it right. But I know a lot of people had questions about the entrance too. I'll show you how this works out here. So this whole thing is a swing bridge here.
And is backing its train to Greggs before heading north. Our location is at Mellow Road.
And you can just open it up like that, and I wired it with some kind of loose there. And it sits on a little shelf. The hinges are actually under the foam here. I was able to conceal them pretty well. And ultimately, I think what I'll do is I'll take some of this painter's tape and mask off the edges where it'll still be flexible, but you won't see that crater so much. And same on this side. So I'm going to put the camera back down, and I think I'll put it over here. Maybe. There, that's good. And happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody watching.
Again at Greg's, we now see the engine number 410 shown in an earlier run-by.
If you're wondering what's in the background,
6410.
it's totally a must for anybody that likes the brand company. Not sponsored, just recommendation. What I wanted to point out too, you guys can see this gap here. That will be where the backdrop is. So this whole peninsula will be divided in half.
Detroit Edison empty coal train heads south for another helping of black diamonds. This empty train has a U-30C on the point. Shoving back to Greg's Hill, we're just in time to see the number 476 shoving south. In the interim, we see an N&W mixed freight led by a high-nose SD45. Long hood forward, heading north. A southbound N&W has just picked up the train that was previously set off at Waverly by the Grand Trunk.
You guys can kind of see how I'm going to do my workstation here. I will be able to do like little drawers underneath here, and then my whole desk situation there, and all the storage. It's going to be quite a functional room. Also, if you guys see something here that you're in need of, please let me know. This is all extra stuff that I have. I don't really have plans for it, so if there's something here that you're needing, let me know and we can chat about that. It's all just shells, mostly no handrails or details or anything like that. But if you see something, let me know. We can talk about it.
The caboose, train, track, ties, and ballast are gone. A gutted relay cabinet still stands with its doors open at the River Road crossing. The crossbucks and ballast.
See if I can put it on the TV a little bit here. By the way, that crossbuck that they just showed, I intend to model
the old right-of-way now serves as an access road for
over there.
entry to a nearby gravel pit. We're looking upgrade and downgrade on the original DT&I main line at Greg's Hill. At this popular photo location on Greg's Hill, we notice a change in the road barrier from poles and cables to poles and guardrail. Notice how the sides of the DT&I right-of-way are now grown in with brush. Finally, we visited the Waverly Yard after our 11-year absence, and were surprised to find the yard still in use. Of course, the Grand Trunk has long been removed from this area, but the Norfolk Southern Railroad has developed new business at this location. New track, ties, and ballast have been added to the yard and appears to be in great shape. The former DT&I yard office is now a surveyor's office. Even today, the yard and some of its structures still remain as they did during the DT&I period. In the middle of 1987, the ICC officially approved the Grand Trunk Westerns abandoning their Springfield subdivision from Waverly, which is milepost 283.5, to Greg's, milepost 288.5. Be sure to watch for additional videos on the DT&I Grand Trunk series coming in the future from Net Video Productions. 5 more volumes are planned, including the last 4 days of the...
In case you're wondering, I got the controls, the layout. I use MRI, do the whole milling thing or anything like that. I would rather it be much more manual like the DT&I. There's the system, Wi-Fi, the power cab, the whole bit.